Alright, let me take my coffee real quick. You know, this question struck me a while ago and I'm very interested to hear your answer. What would happen if a woman showed an interest in you? You can write that answer in the comment below. I'm very interested in reading those answers. But if I were you in that situation, you know what I would do? I think it's a bit too much, but I would immediately think that she's the love of my life. And I have this like sense of responsibility that I have to keep her interested or else I will lose her. Now, if you relate with me, we got a lot to fix in this video. Let's have like a man-to-man talk real quick. I think as men, we kind of lack validation and attention, do we? And that's probably why the moment a woman showed us interest, attention, and validation, we immediately don't want it to let go. But women get those things like validation, attention pretty easily, and that's why they're much more picky in picking guys. And I gotta be honest with you, I was just like you. The only green flag, the only criteria that the girl has is that she just has to like me, like that's it. Like, I don't really care if she's immature or she has like a lot of red flags. As long as she likes me, I'm like, let's go, bro. And look, I've been on several relationship in the past, and I can confidently say like 90% of it failed because I really failed to look deeper into the relationship. I was like, so you like me, you had a crush on me, so let's just put this relationship to work. You have a lot of red flags. I mean, people have some red flags in them, right? And people can change for the better. But honestly, in real life, it doesn't really work that way, bro. Here's the harsh truth. If a woman has like a lot of traumas, a lot of red flags, and a lot of like bad things happening to her in the past, trust me, you really want to look into that, or it's gonna cost you like a lot in the future. I'm not talking about costing your time or your money, but a bad relationship can leave you a really bad scar and even trauma that could really cost you your next relationship. And which is why I think it's very important for me to make this personal video for you to watch. Now guys, this is not the usual green flag in women like, oh, she gotta be loyal, she gotta be feminine, she gotta be kind, etc. Because really, everyone can fake being kind, fake being loyal in the first 2 or 3 months into the relationship, right? I mean, you can even fake it by telling yourself that you're busy with your work but you're playing video games all day long. Eventually, I don't think you can hide it forever. But I found this one simple method, I wouldn't say method, but way that can immediately tell whether this one girl is a walking green flag or a walking red flag. By the way, if you're enjoying so far, like, comment, and subscribe. So let's take a look at your situation over here. You're looking to be in a relationship, or you're probably already in a relationship right now. You just want to test your girl to see if she's like filled with green flags or not. My phone's ringing again, whatever. But either way, it's going to be more or less like a quiz for you. And at the end of the video, you will learn how to determine whether this girl is a keeper or you should just stay away from her. So I just mentioned that I've been on several relationships in the past, and most of it failed because I didn't quite understand the effect of this one thing. And surprisingly, not many people know about this. I told my friends about this one thing and they don't even care about it, but it ended up ruining their relationship as well. So the number one criteria that makes a girl a walking green flag is that she has a good relationship with her parents. I know this might sound ridiculous, this might not relate with anything that is green flag or red flag, but trust me, the way your parents treat you when you were a kid kind of determines the reality that you're living in right now. It determines your reaction to certain things like good events or like bad events, and your personality as well. Let's just not look very far. For example, if you have a friend right now that is very, very good at lying, you can think of any of your friend that is just good at lying, okay? Chances are his or her parents are very, very strict towards him or her. And if you have that friend that constantly looks for attention and validation like all the freaking time and it's just freaking annoying, it's probably because they didn't get a lot of attention or validation from their parents in the past when they were a kid. And I gotta say, I have that as well. I live in an Asian household and my parents don't give me as much credibility or like attention or validation because they're kind of shy to admit that, you know, and they very, very rarely acknowledges you for your achievement that you've done. By the way, I read a quote just now and I have to like wrote it down in my post-it note over here, and it said something like this: never go to the grocery store when you're hungry. You grab the wrong things, and same is true in life. Never go into a relationship when you feel lonely. You might grab the wrong person. Just because you're lonely doesn't mean that you have to be in a relationship. Just because you lack all the attention and the validation doesn't mean that you have to get the girlfriend in order for her to give you all of that you need. When you're thirsty, sometimes you don't even care about drinking a poison because you just want to like quench that thirst in your throat. does it? And I think that's the importance of prioritizing yourself and filling the void within you inside. And don't just chase a girl because she likes you. Truth be told, I'm like a very people pleaser, and the moment a girl showed an interest towards me, I have like this sense of responsibility that I have to keep her to like me over and over again. But on another side, I was just wasting her time, never giving her the sense of clarity of where we're going to go in the relationship. Just because a girl likes you, you don't have to have the responsibility to keep her interested in you. Sure, if she likes you, then go on a date with her, find out more about her, especially getting to know more about how she treats her parents. And when you're going out to dinner, find out how she treats the waiter, right? Especially like when the food is slow and is coming a little bit late than usual. See how she handles when she's under pressure. And that pretty much tells you the relationship that you will be in if you manage to get into a relationship with her. The better you are at reading those signs, those psychological of how people react, not just women but men as well, the better you will filter out the right people into your circle and into your life, bettering your life quality in the future. I swear, bro, if you just follow all of the advices before, I'm like, there's nothing to lose to follow this advice, does it? But if you really just follow this, not only you'll get better at filtering out all the right women into your life, but it will also save you a lot of heartbreaks and especially your mental health and trauma in the future. Again, just because a girl likes you, you don't have that responsibility to go into a date with her if you don't really like her, right? Especially putting the effort to keep her interested in you. That is not your job, and you're just wasting her time. I know it sounds like very generic, but a lot of you guys are doing that because your brain kind of like shuts off when you're in love, isn't it? Sometimes you don't have the responsibility to do that. Just admire her attraction, just appreciate her, and that's it. Because if you get into a relationship with her when you're not interested, then bro, you're just wasting her time. And that is just a sign that you're not respecting yourself or love yourself enough. If you're a man, you really have to clear things out with her. And honestly, again, if you're a man, you can still get married at the age of like 30 or 40 and you'll still be fine. But when it comes to her or woman, any woman in the world, I mean, sure, she might still find a soulmate at 30 years old, but the chances of that happening is getting lower and lower every year. Time is a very valuable asset for women. And you have to respect that instead of like letting it to fill your ego by her giving you a lot of attention or validation. So those are the green flags in women. So I'm not gonna talk about the red flags in women because you guys probably already know that, right? Because if you sense that something is wrong, then it's probably not gonna go well. But that one green flag that I just mentioned is something that you have to keep in mind over and over again, because again, it will really filter out the right women into your life. Now, I have like several videos beside me over here you can watch that might help you in your self-improvement journey. And remember, if you go easy in life, then life will be hard. But if you go hard in life, then life will be easy. Find comfort and discomfort. See you in the next video. Cheers.